right, War Pugs. Well, it's come to my attention that, Valk is a gremlin. And because she's a gremlin, she has not experienced the finer things in life. And one of them is she hasn't seen a good movie um, since the days of black and white. Like the last good movie she saw involved stop motion and a guy lifting weights in front of a flash photography kind of thing. It was kind of weird, but we're here to educate her in the finer points of life. Valk,
Hi. uh, yeah, so I have, in my whole entire existence, I have not watched a lot of movies.
this is a shame.
I still have yet to, I think, watch, like, The Godfather, a bunch of
You
Chucky,
haven't seen Aliens.
I think I have,
You haven't
or
seen Aliens.
I might have watched it and passed out during that whole entire time watching it, but, yeah.
There are issues with this. We must rectify them. And to start rectifying, I thought of no better solution than to start off because she said she had never seen this show. She has never seen Band of Brothers, doesn't even know what it's about, which breaks my heart into a million pieces. We're going to fix Valk. We're going to fix Valk, okay? We must do this. So I've already seen all of this. So I get to walk Valk through basically all the stuff that's going to change her life, and she mutes her mic periodically because she's a gremlin and doesn't know how to use it. Anyhow, are you ready, Valk?
Yes.
Okay. Stop muting!
It's on, it's red.
I'm going to move the thing over so she can see what I...
It.
Let's just go. Let's just go before this even gets worse. Before I go any further, Patreons, all of this is going to be uploaded to Patreon. I, of course, got to edit it down for obvious reasons.
YouTube exists.
YouTube exists. Let's go. I can't. We're fixing this problem with this. Oh.
And 3 fellows in that town that were 4F committed suicide because
4F meant that they could not serve Valk. They were dismissed because of health reasons.
they couldn't go.
So Airborne's basically like they
time.
drop.
Airborne had not been done prior to World War II, as far as I know, based off what I know, historically, it just hadn't been done. And the Airborne were paratroopers. They load up into planes and jump behind enemy lines. That's what they did.
And has that ever been seen before, or was that the first time they implemented that?
It was the first time that the United States had done it. There were other nations that had paratroopers. We just used them in the most obvious ways. The reason that this story kind of resonates with me is my grandfather was in the 82nd Airborne, and he fought pretty much all over the place in Europe and in Africa. He was almost deployed to Japan, but obvious things happened.
You people are at the position of attention.
Nice muted mic, Valk. Nice muted mic. I love it.
It's not muted.
All of this. It's great. It's great. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna have to add captions underneath this for when your mic decides to bug out. Just like, ha ha ha, done.
No excuse, sir.
Volunteering for the parachute infantry is one thing, Percante, but you've got a long way to prove that you belong here. Your weekend pass is revoked. Name?
Damn.
Dirt in the rear sight aperture. Pass revoked. Change into your PT gear. We're running curry heat.
Ugh.
Second platoon.
What's that face for?
I don't know. That sounded awful. Whatever he said.
Watch.
Mission is spake, sir.
Mission granted.
Sir, we got 9 companies, sir.
We do.
Well, how come we're the only company marching every Friday night, 12 miles, full pack in the pitch dark?
Why do you think, Private Ranneman?
Lieutenant Sobel hates us, sir.
Lieutenant Sobel does not hate Easy Company, Private Ranneman. He just hates you.
Thank you, sir.
He hates him back. He hates you too much.
Does he look familiar?
Who is this? Christensen! Why is there no water in your canteen? You drank from your canteen, didn't you? Lieutenant Winters!
Yes, sir.
Was this man ordered to not drink from his canteen during the Friday night march?
He was, sir.
Private Christensen, you have disobeyed a direct order. You will fill your canteen and repeat all 12 miles of the march immediately.
Yes, sir.
Fall out!
Ooh.
So,
Ah.
You never want to have somebody like this in your chain of command. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
You, like, just under no circumstances, because somebody even approaching this can make your life absolutely miserable. By the way, you're going to see a lot of people in here, like good old Michael there. Did you not notice that was Magneto?
I don't know who Magneto is.
Michael Fassbender.
Michael, no.
I think that's his last name. Oh, that's right. We're helping you out here because you've never seen movies. Okay, shutting up, moving on.
Which was taken without authorization from my mess facility. And I will not tolerate thievery in my unit. Whose footlocker is this?
Private Parks, sir.
Get rid of him. All weekend passes are canceled, officers included. Carry on.
Yeah, now you're beginning to see. Now you're beginning to see.
It's like, hey, like if I was him, like in his position, I'm like, guys, can you not steal the can of peaches? That's it. That's all I would care about. I hate him so much. Holy shit.
Your face is like lit up like a nuke went off in front of you. I'm just saying.
So, wait. So this like whole, who started the whole idea of like, hey, you know what would be really crazy? We have planes. We have people. What if we could have people jump off these planes?
You're asking me like I know. I've always looked at submarine. I've always looked at submarines like they were insane. Who voluntarily gets on a ship that sinks itself?
I mean, I asked that for people who want to go on cruises.
There you go.
sir, we have perfect cover here.
Lieutenant, deploy your troops.
So not only is he an asshole,
Move out.
he's incompetent. Oh my god, he's so incompetent.
He's gonna get billeted on some tropical island, keep a palm tree with 6 naked native girls. Oh yeah. Helping him cut up coconuts so he can hand feed them to the flamingos. Flamingos are mean. They bite. So are the naked native girls. With any luck.
Of course.
My brother's in North Africa. He says it's hot.
Really? It's hot in Africa?
Shut up. The point is, it don't matter where we go.
All right, do you know what a Quaker is?
The guys that also made Quaker Oats, like the cereal and shit like that.
Oh my god, Valk. Okay, let's try that again. Do you know what a Quaker is?
You mean as a slur or as the group?
The group, Valk.
Okay, yes, I know the girl.
What are they, Valk?
The guys with the money. What?
I'm moving this over.
You can beat her over the head with a rock anytime, Valk.
No, I beg, don't beat
Valk,
me.
go away. Go away, Valk. Go away.
No, sir, it's here. You're full grid off.
Is there a problem, Captain Sobel? Who said that? Who broke silence?
I think it's Major Horton, sir.
Major Horton? What is he? Did he join us?
I think maybe he's moving between the platoons, sir.
What is the goddamn holdup, Mr. Sobel? A fence! Sir, a barbed wire fence! Oh, that dog just ain't gonna hunt. Yeah!
Wait.
No, sir, I do not understand. Your orders to me were to inspect the latrines at 1000 hours. From 0930 to 0955, I was censoring the enlisted men's mail by order of Colonel Strayer. At 1000 hours, I followed your orders to the minute.
I changed the time to 0945.
No one told me, sir.
I telephoned.
I'm quartered with a family that has no telephone.
And sent a runner.
No runner found me, Captain.
Irregardless, when given a task to perform by a ranking officer, you should have delegated your task of latrine inspection to another officer. You failed to do so.
My endorsement, sir. I request trial by court-martial.
Oh, that is the biggest,
It is.
biggest FU I've seen to date.
It is.
I'm reassigning you to Chilton Foley.
I'm losing Easy Company?
War effort needs you elsewhere.
Permission to speak, sir.
Granted.
Who will be replacing me?
Lieutenant Meehan from Baker Company is senior. Good luck at Chilton Foley, Ed Herbert. Don't let us down now.
No, sir.
Carry on.
You understand what happened there?
He basically got beaten.
That's all I made for tummies. Bleeding Bosch. Is all this real? Yeah. Well, some of it's from the omens. Some of these tailors knocked up. A few lads, actually, so I can get your mince pies on some of this Jerry Clobber, if you know what I mean. Not really. Hey, Matt, you got a Luger? I'm dying to get my hands on a real Luger. Yeah, go on in. Quick butchers.
He's like, I don't understand your English terminology.
No idea.
3-day supply, K-rations, chocolate bars, charms, candy, powder, coffee, sugar matches, compass, bayonet, entrenching tool, ammunition, gas mask, reset bag with ammo, my webbing, my 45, canteen, 2 cartons of smokes, Hawkins mine, 2 grenades, smoke grenade, gamma grenade, TNT, this bullshit, and a pair of nasty skivvies. What's your point? You know, they stuck waste as much as I do. I still got my shoot, my reserve shoot, my May West, my M1. Where you keeping your brass knuckles? I could use some brass knuckles.
Has Garnier said anything to you about his brother?
No.
I got a problem. My wife keeps up with things back home, casualty listing like that.
Yeah?
Garnier's brother in Italy?
Henry?
Killed in Monte Cassino.
Yeah. That's episode 1.
I kind of want to see episode 2 now. I'm like sitting here like I'm like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Like my hair was like.
Okay, so that was episode 1. What do you think?
I like it. Like it's like basically like the first episode is like basically like they laid the ground foundation of all the characters, who they are, and like just making it so you feel attached to them. Into the, especially Winters.
So, who's your favorite like regular person on there right now?
The thing is like I didn't really catch all their names, and they kind of looked all the same because they were all covered up in dirt. But honestly, like the one that the only person that I could remember easily is just Winters, and then who was the guy that basically started that shit? Like who started like getting all the names together and say, hey, screw our
Okay,
like,
that was Sergeant Lipton.
Was he kicked?
Huh? That's Sergeant Lipton.
Okay.
Now, the guy whose brother died, that's Bill Garnier.
Okay.
There's a couple other people that you're gonna start recognizing after a bit of time. Blythe. Blythe, you've only seen a couple of times. Joe Toy. Babe, Heffron. A lot of names. Lot of names. I'm not good with names, so I never I have a hard time remembering names.
Yeah.
But you'll remember some of these names once you start getting like a little bit further into it, because it does cover a very large amount of people. So you're gonna start remembering some names after a little bit. But that was episode 1 of Band of Brothers, and oh, it's so nice to introduce you to actual things that are good.
Hey, I have good anime suggestions, alright?
I'm moving this so she can see the expression on my face.
What's wrong with anime? There's violent.
There's nothing wrong with anime, but there's plenty wrong with you.
What?
Just saying. Just saying. All right, War Pugs, we're going to take off out of here. We will catch the next one of these later. If you're new to the channel, just hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. What was your favorite part of episode 1 as far as that goes? My favorite part has always and forever got to be Captain Sobel. Because Captain Sobel reminded me of the worst aspects of my military life when I just wanted to pull my hair out and scream.
I guess my favorite was the ice cream part.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, I'm eating ice cream. And then he reads the letter and he's like,
ow.
Oh, that's why I'm eating ice cream.
Well, that's the thing. When I was in the military, we always knew we were in for it whenever we got to eat good. Whenever we got
you cut out the last part.
When I was in the military, if we ever got to eat good, we knew we were screwed. We knew. We knew. Oh, wait a minute. The mess decks is serving steak. How long are we leaving port for? When's the next time I'm going to see dry side? I'm going to hate my life, aren't I? And you'd be sitting there eating that steak, and it'd be really good because they knew how to cook steak, but you'd be sitting there the entire time crying while you're eating, and you're like, God damn it, I don't want to go anywhere.
So if they brought like really good, like say if it's like someone's birthday, right? And
oh God, no.
It's also on the day of when you leave too. I could see like them just pulling out all the stops on like really good ice cream, freaking cake, and stuff like that.
Nah, like the better the meal, the more screwed you were. The better the meal, the more screwed you were. And the second that you saw lobster tail, you were just sitting there just looking at it, just going, "Oh my God."
So basically it's like a last meal thing.
Well, no, it's like we're buttering you up before we destroy your life. You know? Like,
So what? So on the scale, like, what if they brought in like Wagyu beef then?
At that point, you just became the sacrifice. At that point, you just became the sacrifice. So if anybody fires a torpedo at the high-value target in the fleet, you're going to jump in front of it. And we all know it's going to be you, and you're going to magically isekai yourself into the path of the incoming weaponry to protect the carrier with your body.
So basically, like, if you get sent a message like, alright, boys, you are all having Wagyu steak tonight, you guys already know, it's like...
It's over. It's over. Whatever.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Pretty much. It's done. It's a done deal. Life sucks. Like...
But you got, like bean casserole, and it's absolute ass.
Bean
You're like,
casserole? No. There was no such thing as bean casserole, okay? You didn't get bean casserole in the Navy. And
No,
my
but
ship actually...
like,
No, like seriously though, if the meal tasted like a cardboard box thrown in a blender and given additional texture, then you were in good shape, because that meant nothing bad was happening that week. If they started serving food with seasoning, you were in trouble. If they served steak, you were going to be gone at least 3 weeks to a month. And the one time I saw a lobster tail, we were gone for 2.5 months.
ooh, so then, if you're gone for a year, does that mean Wagyu steak is on the
No,
menu?
that just means this is deployment. Welcome to hell. Deal with it.
So basically, Wagyu is on the menu. All right.
Wagyu is not on the menu.
Damn.
All right. All I can remember is, all right, you guys, we're enjoying that steak, but guess what? You're gonna enjoy more. We're gonna be out for a month and a half. You're just like, shut the fuck up! Shut up! I'm trying to enjoy my steak. Just shut up! Shut up!
You don't want to even be reminded of your Thanksgiving.
Oh God, that was the single most depressing night of my life. Thanksgiving 2007 was seriously the most depressing day of my life. Oh, so I had the watch. We were stationed all at the way at the end of the carrier pier, and it was dead night. My ship was at the front, and for some reason we were on the carrier pier, and my ship was way up at the front of the thing, and it was November. It was cold. It was wet. I had just gotten off the phone with my family, and I had eaten my version of a Thanksgiving meal, which was a turkey sandwich, and then I took myself out of the ship and went to stand at the edge of a pier, looking out over the water for 4.5 hours in a dark, like, little guard shack. And I'm telling you, when I tell you it was the most depressing time of, like it was, like, bleak. Just bleak. It's just like, my God, I have never been more sad in my life. Because I had just gotten off there with family. We're having turkey and ham and blah, blah, blah. This. I tell you what, I'm not ashamed to say it. My first Thanksgiving back, like, I sat down at the table and we started putting everything out. I hadn't had a Thanksgiving with my family in 6 years. And everything got put in front of me, and I just started crying. I was like, oh my God, you know?
Mm-hmm.
My dad didn't understand, but then, like, later on he did, you know, because my brother told him, Dad, he hasn't been here in 6 years. He hasn't been at this table in 6 years.
Jesus Christ.
So it was a thing. But anyway, we're going to wrap it up here, Warpugs. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stop flipping off everybody, Valk.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to do that.
I can see you flipping me off, Val.
No, I got something in my eye because I was kind of sad and I was like, shit, I'm tearing up a little bit. Fuck. And my mascara is running down my eyes a little bit.